WWE Smackdown Vs RAW 2011's Road to WrestleMania mode is a mode that's packed full of secrets and details. Even to this day, we are still finding out more and more about this mode and the awesome details within. So in this video, I'm going to be digging deep and finding 8 awesome details that you might have missed from this mode. Let's just get right into it. Rey Mysterio's heel turn in this mode is quite legendary because Rey Mysterio never turned heel in WWE. It was crazy to see, but it gave us some awesome moments, including the actual turn itself. Let's take a look back at that moment.
I have a little something to tell of my own, Born. I got my memory back a while ago. Kind of figured Swagger caused the accident, but it was just that, an accident. And he not only helped me out of the burning car, but he helped me see the light. Hey, I don't have to please these people. I don't have to be a nice guy. I've had more fun in the past 2 months than I can remember. Get it? More fun than I can remember? There's just one more thing I want to do before I beat CM Punk to become World Heavyweight Champion.
I don't know what's more shocking, that Swagger is the one who hit Mysterio's car, or that Rey knew about it and did nothing.
I can't believe Mysterio would be so despicable. Can this new nasty streak earn him the World Heavyweight Championship at Elimination Chamber?
So after Rey turns heel, Jack Swagger will gift Rey Mysterio a new costume backstage.
Well, if it isn't World Heavyweight Champion Rey Mysterio. Que paso, hermano?
That's me, homie. I'm on top of the world right now.
And to celebrate, my friend, I got you a little something. It's in your locker. Go have a look. It looks great on you, Rey. It says, "Don't mess with me or I'll hurt you."
Thanks, Jack. You're a nice guy.
Yeah, don't tell anybody or I'll crack your jaw. Now, don't you have something to say in the ring right now?
So Rey Mysterio will have a new evil costume, but here's something you might not have noticed that changed with Rey Mysterio and his new evil attire. He'll also have red eyes just to look that extra bit evil. In John Cena's Road to WrestleMania, if you go down the path where MVP hits you with a chair, as you can see here.
Don't do it, Montel!
Now pin him. Here is your winner, the man who wanted it most, MVP.
I guess MVP just wanted it more.
Well, in this path, you'll eventually get your hands on the evil GM Randy Orton by barging through the door of the GM's office and giving him a beating until he allows you to be in the WrestleMania match against him. If you somehow lost this brawl, you won't get a game over or continue screen. You'll actually be seen in your locker room, knocked out, with Cena having some words for himself.
Orton's no slouch. I better hit him up again before his goons wake up.
So you need to go right back to the GM's office and try and beat Orton this time. You'll even see Kozlov and Ezekiel Jackson KO'd outside of the office after you beat them up before. In the vs Undertaker storyline, you'll make your entrance to the backstage area. Things aren't really what they seem. Things are a bit off. You'll notice it when you talk to Stephanie and this happens.
Congratulations on last night! You wanted it, now you've got it. Just think, if you could beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania, you'll forever etch your name in WWE history. But I think anyone in WWE can be defeated. It just takes... Wait a second. Are you okay?
Did something weird just happen?
Well, it's just your eyes glazed over a little bit. Come to think of it, you do look a little pale.
I'm sure I'll be fine. Nothing to worry about.
No, but I am worried. There's too much on the line here to leave things to chance. Take the night off. Go home and get some rest. Raw will survive if you miss a night.
Okay, Stephanie. You're the boss. Thanks.
So you get the night off and the match is cancelled, but before you go, you can talk to the Big Show, who will say this.
Did you see me decimate everyone during the Royal Rumble match? I barely broke a sweat. This is going to be the Year of the Giant. Just you watch, preferably from a distance.
And also Jack Swagger, who will say this.
So I get to beat the guy tonight who Undertaker is going to beat at WrestleMania? Sounds like just another day in the life of the all-American, American.
After speaking to them and walking around the backstage area, you'll hear a gong and you'll be mysteriously sent to the parking lot. Instead of leaving, however, go back and talk with both Swagger and Big Show, as there will be a fun little detail that you could easily miss. When you talk to Swagger, this will happen this time.
So I get to beat the guy tonight who Undertaker is going to beat at WrestleMania? Sounds like just another day in the life of the all-American, American.
More like another Groundhog Day in the life of the all-American American.
Just keep walking, loser.
And when you talk to the Big Show, this will happen this time.
Did you see me decimate everyone during the Royal Rumble match? I barely broke a sweat. This is going to be the
Year of the Giant. Yeah, you said that before.
What are you talking about?
So your character will remember the original interaction that both are repeating, and this will cause a Groundhog Day kind of effect. As I did say before, it's very missable, so if you've seen this moment before, nice work. Sticking with this moment, and it's just a simple but cool detail, if you look towards the match card, but don't get too close or you'll get teleported to the parking lot, then you will notice that your planned match with Jack Swagger has been crossed out and has been marked as cancelled. A small but neat detail. Midway through John Cena's storyline, the evil GM Randy Orton will use his evil tricks to try and create tension between Cena and MVP. Let's see this moment with Cena being a guest on MVP's VIP lounge.
Thanks for having me, MVP. First time guest, long time viewer, love the show, and you're right. The man is trying to keep us down. Randy Orton is afraid either one of us is going to snatch up his WWE Championship.
He's so afraid, he made himself general manager.
He's so afraid, he started buying extra-strength diapers.
Wait, he's so afraid.
Okay, that's enough. I won't have my employees disrespecting me, especially when they're a bunch of hypocrites. You both view me as the bad guy here. But little do you know, you're each much bigger enemies to each other than I could ever be. I mean, Cena, how many times has MVP tried to use you as a stepping stone? Tried to run you out of the WWE?
Now wait a minute, Randy. I admit, I used to be pretty devious myself. But it was nothing compared to the level you've sunk to.
And now you think Cena's your friend, MVP. Your partner. Well, he's not, but you don't have to take my word for it.
So let's watch this supposed footage that Orton has found, but listen carefully to it.
MVP could more than compete with you, John. I bet he could even beat you.
MVP doesn't have it in him to do that. Not anymore.
Ouch, John. But regardless of your low opinion of MVP, I think he's a more worthy #1 contender than you are.
I ain't worried about him. I've beaten him more times than I can count.
So if you played this story before, then you'll know that this footage is fake, and Orton has messed with the footage to make it look like he's trash talking MVP. But if you listen carefully, you can actually hear that Orton's voice is very distorted and not so clear, while Cena's voice is actually very clear. This is an amazing detail that you could easily miss if you're not listening closely to it. Moving over now to Chris Jericho's storyline, and on an episode of Raw, you'll team with the Big Show against Kofi Kingston and Triple H. You can win or lose this match, which will slightly alter the interactions the next week. So first of all, if you win the match, you'll hear this to end the match.
It seems like Chris Jericho's fortunes have officially been reversed. That makes it 3 weeks in a row with 3 big matches and 3 huge wins.
If he keeps up his momentum, he may just find himself carrying championship gold after Royal Rumble.
And Big Show may become the new WWE Champion. Momentum is on their side. Is a change into the guard inevitable on Raw?
And then you'll get these interactions the next week.
You may have 2 in a row on me, Jericho, but when it counts, you won't be beating me. At Royal Rumble, I'm still going to be United States Champion, no matter what you do.
Chris, I'd recognize your knock anywhere by the fact that I didn't hear it.
Huh. You want me to wear a bell?
No. I want you to get your hand raised tonight. That is, if you want a match against Kofi at the Royal Rumble.
Fine. The Chris Jericho who lost a couple of matches to Triple H is gone. I'm all winner now.
Chris, I know you must be feeling a little starstruck after teaming with a future WWE champion.
Good luck, Show. But be careful what you wish for. I'm coming after the WWE champion. It doesn't matter who it is. Could be Triple H. It could be you.
I could sit here and listen to your idle threats, but I have a main event to prepare for. So why don't you go warm up the crowd so I can knock them dead later?
And if you lose the match, you'll hear this at the end of the match.
What a great win by these two against the seasoned team of Big Show and Jericho.
Triple H and Kofi make for kind of an odd couple, but you can't dispute the results. But each superstar will be on his own at Royal Rumble.
The Rumble is just 2 weeks away. Can Jericho and Show rebound and seize the opportunity?
And you'll get these interactions the next week.
You may have got the win in our first match, but after last week, we're even. We got our rubber match coming up. At Royal Rumble, you won't be walking away with this title, because I'm gonna cause a little trouble in paradise.
Chris, I'd recognize your knock anywhere by the fact that I didn't hear it.
Huh. You want me to wear a bell?
Sure, I'd hang a bell on you, but with the way things have been going for you lately, you might lose it. You see, I'm very concerned about all this losing you do. Tonight's match is going to be a big test over whether or not you're ready for Kofi Kingston at the Rumble.
I'm ready for Kofi, and I'm ready to get out of here and stop listening to your verbal abuse.
Chris, you proved last week why you aren't a big-time player in WWE anymore. I, on the other hand, am the biggest of big-time players.
I think you must have gained weight, Show, because I couldn't carry you through that match like I used to. But I'm sure I could toss you around if we went one-on-one. Like if you end up the next WWE champion.
I could sit here and listen to your idle threats, but I have a main event to prepare for. So why don't you go warm up the crowd so I can knock them dead later?
It's just one of those details where you know the writer and designer of this mode, Justin Leeper, cared deeply about the extra details. The next details can be found in Cena's storyline, and it's one of those details you can find by just doing nothing. So in week 3, you and MVP will confront Orton in his locker room.
You ready for a little payback?
After you.
What the hell are you doing in here?
Do I detect a hint of fear in your voice, Randy? Not so bad without your boys around, are you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
If you're gonna send your boys to someone's locker room to beat someone up, better make sure they do the job. And if you wanna not get caught, then don't use the same 2 guys you've been rolling with for years.
Sounded like a good idea, though. 2 guys busting in, beating a lesson into somebody. Mind if I copy you?
You can't just barge in here and threaten.
A threat is nothing but words. We prefer actions.
We'll see you later tonight, Randy.
And if you just hang around afterwards, then this will happen.
You need to leave, Cena, or do I need to have you stripped of the #1 contender spot?
The same will happen in week 7 after GM Orton chats with Cena.
Welcome to my new office. I haven't changed it much. Yet.
Are you gonna paint it yellow? You know, to match your spine?
I'm probably not going to do that. But you can be sure changes are coming, Cena. But I'm a busy man and I've got a show to run. I'm not going to shirk my responsibilities like the old GM did, so I'll give you your match for tonight. You and your little running buddy here will be in a match against, Vladimir Kozlov and Ezekiel Jackson.
You think we're scared of your two ogres, Randy?
Since there's going to be some redesigning going on around here, let's make it an elimination-style tables match. I think that'll be a good way to kick off the age of GM Orton. Now be gone. You two boys are dismissed.
If you just hang around after, you'll hear this extra dialogue from Orton.
Your match is soon, and you don't want to be in breach of your contract, do you? That's grounds for dismissal right there.
And lastly, and sticking with Cena's storyline, in Week 9, GM Randy Orton will announce a rematch between MVP and Cena from yesterday's Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. Only this time, Randy Orton wants a closer seat by being the special guest referee. So we put up with a lot of Orton's nonsense, and we finally got him close up. Surely we can sneak one accidental punch in, right? Nope. If you even slightly flick Orton, he'll call for the bell and immediately disqualify you. He is smarter than that in this case. You'll even get a game over screen which tells you to pretty much keep it cool or Orton will DQ you. So that was 8 awesome details that you might have missed in WWE Smackdown Vs RAW 2011's Road to WrestleMania mode. It's crazy that I'm still able to do these kind of videos, but this mode just keeps on giving after all these years later. If you did enjoy this video, then please do make sure to like it and subscribe with all notifications turned on, if you have not done so already. Want some more Smackdown Vs RAW 2011 videos? Then how about checking out one fact for every week in Rey Mysterio's Road to WrestleMania story? Maybe you'll find out some more things you missed in there. Thanks for watching everyone. I'll see you on the next video.